Get my
No
button.
notes.
I gotta get my button.
Okay.
You look good?
We look good. You're gonna scoot over one seat.
I am.
And then we're gonna bring him in.
All right.
So we have our special guest today, Derek.
I love the button.
Trevor rolled his eyes super hard on that. We have Trevor Traub right here to talk about the beta. Now, first of all, Trevor, let's discuss who you are.
What makes you?
What makes me?
We don't need to go that far.
Well, I'm Trevor Traub. I'm the Cortec producer. I help manage the Cortec team, and they're responsible for the engine maintenance and tools and stuff that all the other people use to make Mortal Kombat here.
Awesome. Trevor, you started where?
I started in QA about 8 years ago, and I've been a producer for 2 years.
Raise your hand if you started in QA. See Jen, but also Jen.
I do want to say, just give a quick little Trevor. When I first started, Trevor was there, you know, and I enrolled in a thing called the Trevor Traub School of Mortal Kombat of MK, and you were my first teacher. He taught me a Scorpion combo, which now I could probably do in 5 minutes.
Yep.
It took me, I would say, 3 weeks to get it done. A 37%. He's like, break it in half, break it in 3 parts. You'll get it. Finally got it. Good player, still plays, good Kung Jin. So he's here to talk about the beta. So let's get right into it. There's a lot of people who they hear about rollback and what we're doing with the new enhanced online beta. And they don't exactly know what all that means. So just kind of in layman's terms, explain what we've done.
Sure, yeah. I'll give a bit of context first.
Yep.
In our current online system, each game has to wait on the other before any inputs are drawn to the screen. And that wait time is dictated by the latencies between those two players. So what a rollback system allows us to do is it allows us to eliminate that wait time. The game clients no longer have to wait on each other before inputs to the screen. That wait time, by the way, is what causes input lag or input delay.
Right.
And so by allowing us to remove that restriction, it provides a very consistent feel across a range of different latencies. But what can happen due to the fact that the clients aren't waiting on each other is they can actually get into a state where they actually disagree about what's going on. And the way we correct that is by rollbacks. The rollback system will come in and figure out which client is incorrect and roll that client back to a previously agreed upon point, and then we'll simulate forward to the correct game state all in one frame. So
One frame.
All frames.
Per second.
60th of a second.
16.67 milliseconds.
To be
Whoa.
exact. Thank you, Trevor.
I'm glad you were exact. You're an exact person. I like
what he
that.
does.
Yes.
So, if you have a good connection with someone, you may not experience as much rollback. There'll still be some, obviously, because that's
Correct.
the internet.
Yes, that's
But-
correct. Yeah, the better connection you have, the less rollbacks you'll experience.
Awesome. So the team has been hard at work on this for a bit. How long would you say
Yeah,
we've been?
the Cortec team, which I work for, and the gameplay programming team have been working on this pretty much since the launch of Mortal Kombat X, probably just a little bit after the launch of Mortal Kombat X.
And it's been secret this long.
It has been.
Wow, we kept a secret. Hooray.
Yay!
It was a massive overhaul of our engine. There's very many aspects of our engine that had to be overhauled and optimized to get a rollback system function.
And that's the thing that, like, a lot of, like, you know, I read message boards for all sorts of games. I play all types of games. And sort of the default thing people say is netcode. Like, the netcode is the same primarily. It's an engine overhaul in a way.
Correct, yeah, this was actually not really a netcode problem. The layer that manages the transmission of packets between the two users hasn't really changed. It's the applications that allow that kind of live game state correction, allow rollbacks to happen, that really enables this type of functionality. And like I said, a lot of our engine had to be modified and optimized to achieve that. Yes.
So shout outs to everybody who worked on this. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been
Out to the gameplay programming team and the Cortec team.
And it was actually almost everybody too in the studio, from the particle effects, design, interactable. No.
I didn't do anything.
Well, okay, yes. Remove Tyler, but
right.
pretty much all the other disciplines, QA, and of course you guys out there playing it.
Yeah, that's an important part
Yes.
too. Now, a lot of people, you know, they're going to be playing online. Maybe they'll play more online now. Is it one-to-one with what they're going to feel in a offline mode?
Okay, so online and offline aren't exactly one-to-one. What we've done is we've added 3 frames of static input latency to offline, or I'm sorry, to online matches, and that helps us hide a little bit of latency and help match added an option in the gameplay settings that will allow you to actually add that static input latency into all of the offline modes. So you can actually make offline feel like online.
So I can play the Kano Tower, or one of the towers, and have that on, and it will feel like online.
Absolutely.
So everything I do will prepare me to play online.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
That's big news. I'm excited to hear that. Twitter has asked some questions. Certain characters came first, then there was other characters. We did three waves.
Right.
How do you choose what characters to go with?
Well, the first characters that we chose kind of exercised the mechanics of the rollback system, sort of the best. And then the other characters those characters became compatible with the rollback system.
So you didn't just pick your favorite characters?
No, otherwise Kung Jin would have been first.
Right. I was like waiting for Kano, because I knew when they were coming. I'm like, can we move this along? We'll play some Kano, please. Awesome. Another thing, will there be any more patches to the beta?
There will not be any more official patches to the beta. We continue to make modifications on the back end, tweak some things, and we're still collecting data. So it's very important you guys keep playing.
Yeah, like for instance, you've all seen we have this tweaking system that the designers can use of like, oh no, this move is working poorly. They can sneak in there, fix it, and make it work. Same kind of situation in a way.
Yes, exactly. We're using that system to help us tune the back end of the rollback system.
So what you're saying also right now is what they're currently playing isn't what will be shipped come with XL, and when we decide to push it, it'll actually be better than what they're currently experiencing.
Yes, that's the hope. There have been changes made since the last beta.
And we had talked earlier too, and you were saying that like now when you make these small changes, they're kind of looking for an answer for certain things. So when those things happen, and we'll try to let you guys know over Twitter if there's some big things, the more people play the better, because that gives you're looking for.
Exactly. We are still collecting data. We do see all of your matches in data form, so it is very important to have people continue to play.
When is
we don't have an exact end date just yet. We're going to continue to make modifications, continue collecting our data until we have all the information that we need. So.
And don't worry, we will alert you guys well in advance, well as advanced as we can, so you guys can play as much as you can. And truthfully, it'll probably be here before we know it. We mentioned last week that, the goal is to release it with XL. We hope to do that. If not, it'll come out shortly thereafter. So we're definitely excited. We'll let you know when it's over. Trevor, first of all, I think from all the gamers who play our game, me and Derek included, thank you for every bit of work that you guys did on that side of the building, because it has made the game so wonderful to play. For me, I've been really enjoying the online. I've been getting my ass kicked so much harder now because people are doing combos they were never doing to me before.
Yeah, so different.
I've seen some Liu Kang things and I see them to me in the corner. I was like, no?
Yeah, right.
But thank you so much, Trevor. That was awesome.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. It was great. So also, if you have other questions, you can tweet us. We can ask Trevor. Maybe we can get some more answers.